Hey guys, it's Keaton again with the 8-Bit Pepper channel, and today I've got some peppers in front of me that I purchased from Abercrombie Hot Peppers. Not sponsored, not endorsed in any way, just bought some of these from him, and they came in the mail today, so figured I'm just gonna do a review and show off some of the peppers I got in this box. So I got some interesting ones that I don't believe all these are super hots. I didn't do research on all of them before doing this video, but I have a pretty good idea of what's what it looks like. So he has a Pimenta Jolokia Molten Ice, and he said two different phenos. One of them was kind of like this gumdrop almost appearance shape, and then the other one was like these larger phenos. And this is all just speculation. I don't have confirmation from him or not, but it just looks like what he kind of drew on the paper for me. So like I said, they didn't come labeled. But I'm just kind of doing my best guess. So if some of them are wrong, let me know in the comments if you think they're wrong. But yeah, I do apologize if that's the case. Primo crossed with a Butch Tea Orange, I believe. That's a pretty cool one. What's it? Reaper Maruga. I think these are both Reaper Marugas, just different looking phenos. But really cool looking peppers here. Teja Habanero. It's one I've been anxious to try. I believe those are Teja Habaneros. Trinidad Perfume. Got that. And then two of them, my best guess anyway. I believe this is a white Maruga. And then he also sent me, sorry, get my fingers out of the way. White Maruga and then a white Reaper. That's my best guess. Like I said, the Reaper and the Maruga. Got those. He sent me a bunch of yellow ghosts. So I got like that one. Got that one. So I'll probably try and make a hot sauce out of the yellow ghosts and some of my Kangstar Lemon Starburst. So it's gonna be more of a yellow theme colored hot sauce. I don't know if everybody wanted to see every single one, but I only got two more to show, so. I believe all of those are the yellow ghosts. And then he sent two chocolate Primatalis. So, some awesome looking stingers on those ones. And then this was a Sepia Reaper crossed with Nade. I believe it was a Pimenta de Nade. So that's kind of a cool one. And forgive me, I gotta flip over the paper. Amnesia, I believe that's the Amnesia pepper. Really smooth looking pepper. Then see, Big Black Mama, I think that potentially is both of these. For sure this one I think is the Big Black Mama. This one, I'm not sure if it's a Caramel Ghost or a Big Black Mama. He sent that as well. And then Big Red Ghost CPC, just one of those. I think this is the Caramel Ghost. The other one just wasn't as bumpy as this one and rigid. Could end up being a chocolate Primotalii as well. Like I said, they're not labeled and I'm just doing my best guess, but some of them, there were multiples and it was easy to detect which was what. Chupa Brains White. I'm not gonna show all of them, but there's probably 7 of them here. So a Chupa Brain White. This was one of the phenos, and then he also said there was a yellow larger pheno, and I think it's this one. It's either this or this is a Trinidad Perfume, and I got one of the yellow ghosts mixed up with it, but I think this is the one because it's the only one in this shape and everything. But like I said, if I'm wrong, let me know in the comments. Jay's Peach Ghost Scorpion. Awesome looking one. And an Orion. So definitely some hot stuff can be crossed with that one. The Orion is definitely a hot one. So I'm gonna do a review, I think, on a couple of these. Probably gonna do like Reaper Maruga and maybe a chocolate Primotalii, and we're gonna kind of compare those two together. So let's see. This one did have a bit of a mark right here. If you can see it. I don't know if a bug burrowed in there, so if I open it and it's bad, we'll just have to cross that bridge if it happens. Nobody's perfect. It looks good inside to me. Good enough to eat. Those wall membranes are really like cutting edge, almost crisp. Perfectly matched up. I love it when I cut a pod like that. Doesn't happen to me every time, but when it does, pretty sweet. So you can definitely see the capsaicin glistening over here. Man, it smells like a Moruga more than a Reaper. And I did just get some of that on my nose, so bear with me for a second. I just don't want that on my nose. Wow. Okay, and then let me probably cut this chocolate Primotalii open. Let's get one more good look at that before it gets cut in half here. Man, what a great gnarly looking pod. Chocolate Primotalii. Let's see if this one tastes a little bit different than mine. Mine are really earthy, almost, you know, like a bitter earthy floral. But a lot of people like earthy floral, so let's see what this one's like. Not quite the professional cut that the last one was, but it's definitely got a large placenta. The walls aren't extremely thick. If I could get the camera to focus and I could stop being so shaky. Yeah, what a great one. Let's smell it. It smells a lot like mine, so I think we're in for a treat on this one. But anyway, like I've said in many past videos, I'm doing hot sauce reviews and stuff right now. So if you want me to do a review on a hot sauce that you enjoy and want to see what I compare it or review it as, send it to me in comments, personal message, anything like that, and I'll do my best to get my hands on it as soon as I can. But let's get into this Reaper Maruga. I really like the pheno on this, and it smells really good. You know what? I'd like to have some seeds of this just in case I decide to grow it. And did I have my Sharpie? I did not. Okay. I'm going to save a couple seeds from this because some are already kind of falling out anyway. So let's just take a couple. Because if I like the taste of a pepper a lot, I'm really anxious to grow it. And I'm going to have some content for you guys coming up. I'm deciding whether or not I'm going to get a grow tent real soon, a second one. I did buy some stuff for a video here coming up. Stay tuned for it. I'm going to be repotting a lot of the stuff that was in just red cups and whatnot. They're all starting to get kind of nutrient deprived, and it's just easier to get them back in some more soil. Okay, I think that's enough seeds. So I'll kind of show the pepper after. So just a little bit of the placenta might have gotten attached here, but let me get you guys on a, oh, this is, by the way, a different kind of paper plate. So you see on the plate, kind of difficult to see, but that's what I got out of the pepper. So nothing really to distract from the heat or take away from the heat. Just mostly some seeds with hardly any placenta attached. So we're going to get into this one. Sorry it took so long to cut to the chase, but Reaper Maruga. Sorry, really bitter. So I had a bitter, fruity flavor. So behind the bitterness, the aftertaste now, I'm tasting a lot of sweetness actually. Kind of like the fruity sweetness of almost like a red cherry or like a strawberry, somewhere in between there. Kind of hot as far as the burn. I haven't had fresh pods in a little bit, but after doing that Hellfire sauce, I really don't think that much can, make me climb to super hot heat right now. If I ate enough pods, obviously, yeah. Got some in my gums up top. Sorry. Okay, so a lot of good aftertaste. That would be a great sauce pepper. I think it would make great flakes, to be honest. Powder, you might not get all the notes from a powder, but definitely a great sauce pepper, I think. Tastes a lot more like a good flavored red Moruga than it does a Reaper. But it's got more of the burn qualities, I think, of a Reaper. For me, anyway. It's kind of burning my tongue more and a little bit actually on the roof of my mouth, which is unique, unusual. But mostly from the tip to the middle of my tongue. That's mostly where the burn is. But yeah, like I said, great flavor. Definitely want to, I think, grow that to make into sauce, if possible. If the stars align for me. I got a lot of stuff growing already. And seeds from Lewis Martin, actually. I need to still plant the Optimus F1, I think it was. Shout out to him. He sent me some seeds. Definitely going to try and grow like the Ahi Sita, I think he sent me. That was another one. I need to grow more Ahi plants. They're just like really nice looking, and the flavor on them a lot of the time is great. So I really need to get some of that. Nose is starting to run from that one, actually. Let's get into this chocolate Primotalii, though. Kind of talked enough about that Reaper Maruga. Heat level, maybe it'd take me to half or one. We'll see what this chocolate Primotalii can kick in. Mine tastes very similar to this. They don't have such a beautiful phenotype as his on a lot of them, but I have had a couple. Sorry, guys. Sometimes it's harder to get a certain pepper down than another. And I don't like seeds getting stuck in my mouth, so I try and get all of it. But, man, definitely a lot of seeds got stuck. In the bottom row. In the back. In the last year, I had wisdom teeth pulled. And sometimes it gets right in the spot where there's like a hole still from where the wisdom tooth was pulled. So I really try to avoid it getting in that crater in my mouth. And it got really close there. But anyway, heat level, comparative to what I grow. These were grown outside, I believe, by Abercrombie hot peppers. Heat levels kind of rising. Typical chocolate Primotalii. I've done this review a couple times now on the channel, so I'm sorry if you guys are kind of sick of it. But it's earthy taste. That one wasn't as bad as some of the ones I've grown. It had some of the similar characteristics, like the burn and heat quality. Probably took me to about a 1 between the two. Definitely had some earthy notes to it. A lot of chocolate pods do that though. A little smokiness. But not too much. It's like a 2 out of 10 if I had to put it on a scale. 2 being like low, or 1 being low, 10 being a lot. Kinda trying to feel this aftertaste. More of a smoky aftertaste than a lot of the chocolate Primatalis I've grown. But it's really good. The heat, mostly concentrated on my throat. And it's kind of, I don't know, between the Reaper Moruga and this, a lot of the front of my tongue and middle of my tongue is still kind of burning. The chocolate Primotalii is just kind of doing like an all-mouth burn right now. Back of my tongue's not really feeling it, but my throat is. So yeah, but great peppers. I can't recommend enough. Buy some. These are some super fresh pods from, I think his name's Jason at Abercrombie. Hot peppers. Let's see. Yep, Jason. So yeah, appreciate him sending these to me. I don't know if he ever watches my videos or if he will in the future. If you do, thank you, Jason. Appreciate you a lot. The burn, kind of still sitting at like a 1. I feel like it's about to descend. Definitely feeling like the burn has peaked in the last 30 seconds. But yeah, as far as content goes, I think I'm going to have a couple videos coming soon of how I amend my soil. And I have some 5-gallon fabric pots, mesh fabric pots I got. And I'm going to put those on some trays. Some of the trays that soak the soil from the bottom. Like continual feeders. And I'm going to put some soil in those and some nutrient water in the bottom. And put mostly the warthogs on those, I think. Because I want to get some warthogs and I want to get them growing faster. Kind of stunted some of them probably by keeping them in the cups too long. The red cups and just the small party cups basically. But yeah, so I think pretty much well on the descent down on this one. But if you like this, you know, smash that like button. Consider subscribing if you're new to the channel. I appreciate you watching the video. But yeah, so this was another unboxing / review of a couple great pods by Keaton. So stay spicy, everybody. Thanks.